Hello and welcome to this, the first episode in Delibr's series for product managers. My name is André. I am the head of sales and customer success here at Delibr, and I will be the person that introduces the tools and the techniques that we ourselves are using when we develop Delibr. In this, the first episode, we will be looking at what I call insights management, which is the art of capturing customer insights and tagging them in various ways so that we later on, when we have a bunch of insights, can actually start making sense of them all. For this, we use a cool tool called Productboard, and that is what you can see behind me here, or in the majority of the screen. And Productboard has other functionalities as well. We will not be diving deep into the road mapping capabilities and such. Looking at the two things in Productboard, we will be looking at the insights dashboard, and that is what we're seeing right now. And then they also have a features dashboard, which allows us to basically implement a hierarchical taxonomy system, which can be quite useful, and we'll take a look at that later on. The first dashboard here, the insights dashboard, it is the dashboard where we can see all of the insights that we have captured. And these insights come from, in our case, internal users, and then we mark them up as that. They can come from customers, and then they can come from various ways of gathering from customers, interviews, straight up feature requests, or email exchanges with our sales department. And from this view, we tag them. So there's, for instance, tagging them with if they come from a customer or if they come from an internal user, or if it's a feature request or if it's a pain point that they are experiencing. Yes, so that we can later on easily or more easily filter based on the tags that we have added. This is called a flat taxonomy, which means that we create tags and the tags are all equal, so to speak, but it makes it easier for us to filter. And one such tag is, for instance, when the feature arrived to us, which is always good to know. So this is pretty straightforward. However, from these insights, we can also start to add what is called features. And features might sound like we are actually tagging them with a specific feature in our app. That doesn't need to be the case, as I'll show you here. So by moving over to the features view, you will be able to see that in this view, we have one taxonomy that is called a funnel. We have one that is called a feature or features, and then we have integrations, which I guess could be a part of the features taxonomy, but in this case, we have decided to split it out. What this allows us to do is within the funnel taxonomy, we have different steps that our customers go through. So the sign up and wizard is the first step, defining an epic, the second step, inviting the team, refining an epic, developing an epic, and then of course overall navigation. This is the taxonomy that we have, the first level taxonomy under funnel. And then, for instance, under define epic, there's bullets and bullet types, templates and snippets, and so forth. So here you can go and really get very granular, both when it comes to your feature sets, but of course also, for instance, like a funnel like this, if you have something similar. And what this helps us to do later on is that when we get customer feedback and insight, we can tag it with the flat taxonomy if we want to, and we can also tag it with one or multiple of the hierarchical taxonomies that we have. This makes it much easier for us to go in and say what type of feedback have we gotten on templates and snippets, for instance. And in this case, we have not started to tag that yet. So I will move into the sign up wizard. And here in the right corner or the right side, we'll see that we have 12 insights that are corresponding to this part of the app. And this makes it much easier later on when we are distilling all of this in these insights to find our way around them. If we only had a big list of all the insights with no tags or without the hierarchical taxonomy, we would have a much harder time making sense of it all. Now, one thing that is good to point out here is that in my worldview, there's two types of ways to prioritize what to build later on. One would be to, for instance, use the feature taxonomy, and then whenever we get a insight corresponding to one of the existing features or the possible features that we have thought about, we allocate that insight to this, and then we, for instance, use a framework like RISE to put value into the different features, and then we can, as you can see here, see the value for each feature, and that helps us to decide what to build next. However, this is not always feasible. Sometimes we need to take a step back and we need to do discovery work around a specific area, for instance, an opportunity, a problem space. And here, I think that the funnel taxonomy works much better because it allows us to see what are people talking about in various steps. And then at Delibr, we use a opportunity solution tree, which we will actually talk about in the next episode, for deep diving and doing a lot of discovery around any specific area. From this, we then pull it all the way down to a concrete set of solutions, and those are then experimented around to figure out what we should actually go ahead and build. So there's different schools depending on how you work, and in this entire series I will be focusing on the school of doing opportunity mapping as a way of getting to what we should eventually build, just to make that clear. But as a starting point, I think what you have seen here with the insights dashboard for capturing all the insights, tagging them up, and then of course thinking about if you want to have a hierarchical taxonomy, what works best for you, and then you start tagging in the different insights to the different clusters here. Has worked very good for us. It really helps us get a better overview of all of the insights that we capture. Cool. In the next episode, we will be looking at the opportunity solution tree. So make sure to, in the next episode, we will be looking at the opportunity solution tree. So make sure to tune into that one as well. See you then. Bye.